walk in love,
as Christ loved us,
and offered himself for us
an offering and sacrifice
as an offering and sacrifice
unto
to God.
So my name's Paul Turner. I'm married to Shay. Have 2 kids. We moved back to Dothan in 2001. We kind of probably bounced around a little bit from church to church, and even probably not going sometimes as well as we should. Came here the first time in probably 2017. It was kind of like we walked in and we went through, and I'd never seen an Episcopal service, and it was just right. And this sort of became our church home probably in I think it was 2017. And capacities here, I have served on and have chaired the finance committee, so I may have a little insider baseball because of that. Yeah, finance committee, I mean, you review financials and things, but the biggest thing we do is create the budget for the church. And I think, and I've been through some of these campaigns, I think it's important to note, when you're putting together the budget, we can't budget for anything we can't budget over what we get pledges for. Even if we know you're always going to get probably more money than you had pledges, but under our bylaws, we can't do that. So one thing I want everybody to understand just how important it is to do those cards, because it really affects how we can budget for things. People come up and say, hey, I wish we had this. Well, we have to budget for it, and we have to have pledge cards to support that. Pledging or stewardship as it would relate to faith, I think, you can say what you want, but where your money and your time goes, that's where you're vested. And to me, I know, and we had never done it before here. We started after, we went through confirmation, and we started where it's the first line item on the budget. On the first day of the month, we have a certain amount that comes out, and then if we can help other ways, if the church needs something, we would do that too. But we pay the church every month just like we pay to keep our lights on. I think it's important, too, that people know. I always thought it, because when I got on the finance committee, I didn't know this. Nobody here knows what you pledge. From the clergy to the finance committee, we have no idea. We only see the gross numbers. So, what you do is not important. I think it's the fact that you do it. Yeah, well, going back to the days where maybe I wasn't as active in a church, and you just kind of show up and the plate comes down the pew, and maybe you drop in a 20, maybe you don't. To me, that just really doesn't work. I think you just have to start with what you can afford and make it what you can afford, and you make it a priority that you're going to pay this every month. Doesn't matter the amount. And if things are get better for you financially, then probably pick it up a notch if you can. But I think just once you start it, you'll do it. I can tell you that. We don't even think about it anymore. We're set up, to ACH those funds to the church. Nativity's special to us. Like I said, when the first time we came here, we kind of knew this was it. Our kids love it. My son Brady's very involved in it. We just all love it here. The service, the liturgy, to me is it's not duplicated anywhere. The way we do things traditionally, can't imagine a service without communion anymore. Had never done that before. It's very. You just kind of feel it when you walk up there.